What's going on, everybody? My name's Marcus. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to give you guys a little bit more detail. A lot of you guys had questions from the last video that you left in the comment section, so I'm going to go over those today. I do got some orders going out here on Whatnot. We got these sets of items right here, and then these two bundles that I put together going out right now. This is also orders for my man Doug. I got to get another bag for Doug because he buys a lot of stuff. So a lot of questions, like I said, came in the last video. So I'll go over those in the comments below. I did just come back in from a sourcing trip, not a vacation, but I put my store on vacation mode. Shout out to quite a few of you guys actually messaged me or left comments on the video asking what was going on with my store, why I only had like 7 items listed in my store. I put the store on vacation mode. I wasn't aware that I didn't allow sales to go through on this time around. So not a lot of items were available in my store. I know a lot of you guys watch my store and you follow it and you like go to my store quite often. So without you guys doing that, I wouldn't have known that I wasn't allowing any sales in my store. So I just ended the vacation, the time away, and turned it back on and sales start rolling in. So these items are going out on Whatnot. Now, a lot of people were asking how to even run an auction. How do I put the items up for sale? How do I do listings and all that stuff? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Whatnot on the rehearsal mode and show you guys how to run an auction. If you guys want to be paid to source for me, if you guys want to buy items and inventory for me, book a call. There's a link. First link in the description. There's a Calendly link. You can sign up, pick a time frame that works for you, schedule an appointment, and we can discuss the brand list. I can shoot you the brand list. You can tell me what you got in your area that's easiest for you to acquire. We can work out a deal. We could figure out an agreement on what we pay for the items, and we can work together. Let me pay you guys to source for me. Not that I won't be doing any sourcing. There's literally no way that I could get enough items on my own. So you guys can help me out by signing up, hitting that link up down below in the description. I've got one guy that's killing it, and I'm really glad that I found him. I've done a couple of deals with a couple of other people. No one's been as consistent as my guy Rich, man. So big shout out to you, Rich. Really appreciate you. You're doing your thing. So I really like to work with you guys. I'd really like to be able to put, at least, $500 a week in your pocket if you're okay with that. So like, let's work together. Like, come on, let's do this. So I'm really appreciative of the ones of you that have showed up for your meetings. A lot of people have been booking meetings and then don't show up. I appreciate the ones that have showed up because both of our times are valuable, and we don't have a lot of time to be wasting, So what I'll do is I'll go here to the Whatnot Seller Hub, and then here's the rehearsal mode button down here. So now we're in rehearsal mode. So if you look at, these are the items that Whatnot has listed, preloaded for me. So you have the option right here to start the auction. You could change the time limit from 15 seconds to 30 seconds to 2 seconds and the starting bid amount. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just press start. And as you see, fake people are bidding on the item and the numbers going up. And so once the item actually sells, you'll get a notification across the screen that says blah, 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 blah has won the auction. And then from there, I will take a sticker and paste it on the item that sold and then move on to the next one. So boom, this one is going to say Whatnot Daniel won the auction. So I have these SKUs right here. I would write Whatnot Daniel on one of these stickers and stick it to the item. Like this says Dan. This is what Dan won. This is what Brenda won. All these items go to Brenda. And so I'll put Brenda's label back with Brenda's items, and then I'll show you guys how to run the next one. So I go back here and then I'll go to the next item. So we'll run this auction. And you could change all of the settings in these listings to where you can run it for 15 seconds. You can run it for 30 seconds. You can run it for a minute, I believe, I think is how high you can go. And after each one of these auctions ends, I take the sticker off the roll over there, paste it on the item, and I put it in the stack with that person's previous orders. So I would start another pile for Whatnot Rami. And I'm going to end this now. Rehearsal mode's over with. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into today's show and show you guys the items that I have pre-listed in my show. So I have 4 to 7 ounces. I have 8 to 11 ounces. That's why these are called what they're called. This one's called 4 to 7 because that's the shipping policy that I'm going to use. So let me edit this and show you guys the breakdown. I added a generic photo of some clothes in a bag. I picked the men's modern category and I titled the item 4 to 7 ounces. I gave it a quantity of 100 items for the 4 to 7 ounce shipping model. Now the shipping profiles are all different. 1 ounce, 1 to 3 ounce, 4 to 7 ounces, 8 to 11 ounces, 12 to 15, 1 pound, and 1 to 2 pounds. These are about the general ones that I use, 4 to 7 to 1 to 2. Now, each one of these different weight metrics are going to be an individual listing inside of my show with a quantity of 100 each. Now, when I go to pull the item up, say I've got this pile of clothing and I have one item that's 4 to 7 ounces. What I'll do is I'll come here inside the show. I'll come here and I'll start one of these off, right? Because I have a 4 to 7 ounce item. I'm going to start the auction and then say the next item is an 8 to 11 ounce item. I'm going to come here and I'm going to choose this item and I'm going to press start auction and it's going to run at the 8 to 11 ounces shipping rate, right? Now that's how I do the listings. I don't do a whole bunch of special stuff to create listings because that's not what Whatnot's about. I'm not here to create a bunch of listings. Now there's a question that says, hey Marcus, a couple of questions about Whatnot. Do you stream your show on your computer while filming on your phone? No, you can only stream from Whatnot's on the phone. But I do have the computer running so I can see the total, the amount of money that I'm making and how many items are selling during the stream. Towards the end of the video, you tried explaining quantity with the label that's generated for one buyer. So are you packing multiple different boxes for the same buyer and shipping them out separately instead of combining them all into one package? Thanks. So let me elaborate further on that. You cannot combine a label because the labels are already pre-made. So let me show you this right here. So this guy right here is Dan. He bought 2 items here and then he left the stream and he came back and bought 4 more. And he left the stream again and came back and bought 2 more. So I cannot include all of his items in one order because they give me 3 different labels for all of those items. So I have to then find out. I can go here on the thing and it's going to show me what 2 items Dan bought. It's going to be this bundle of stuff that's on the table right there. And then the next item in that bundle is going to be Cardinals sweatshirt. So the Cardinal sweatshirt, which is right here, will then go with this pile, and one of these labels that matches the weight will go with it. This will be one item. He's still got 2 more orders right here in this pile of stuff that he bought. So I can't just take all the items and cram them into one box, although I would love to. Now they do give you 5 adjustments a week, but I would run through those in one show. So I just kind of rock it out that way. It does make a little bit extra packing for me, but I also don't know all the tips and tricks on how to do Whatnot right now. So if someone knows a way around that, let me know. If someone says, how can I sign up for Whatnot? There's a link in the description you guys can use. Another question was, if I have a box or a package and all the items fit in it but one, then would I still have to create another label? You got to find a package that's going to fit them all, because this one label is the label that I get. So if I have to then say put this Carhartt hoodie and this pair of jeans in another box, I now have to pay for a label. The buyer pays for the labels on Whatnot. So if it doesn't fit the package, you got to go get you a box that fits. That's why I keep a bunch of different boxes on hand now. I got this eBay box right here. I got these boxes I bought from Staples. I got these boxes I got from Lowe's, and just assorted boxes. And then I also have 12 by 15 bags, and then I got these, I don't know what size bags these are, but I could fit about 6 to 8 items in this bag. And I'm going to buy some even bigger bags to be able to store even bigger orders in, to eliminate the amount of boxes that I've been buying. So you just got to find what works for you. It all depends on the items you're selling, but most of the time people are buying 4 to 5 items on minimum. So you're going to need a different variation of bags to keep stuff in. Another question I had was, do you do giveaways during your show? I started almost 2 years ago, and it seemed that's all people wanted to come in the room for. I was doing giveaways at the beginning, and I will do them again. I just don't do them every show. Giveaways means you have to pay for the shipping, you have to pay for the item that you're giving away. And I'm just not big enough for all that yet. So if I start getting like 50, 60 people in every single show, then I'll probably start doing giveaways throughout the entirety of the show. But for right now, I don't see that it's necessary. I watch Bo's shows all the time, and Bo never does giveaways. And he's killing it over there. So you don't need to do giveaways to succeed on Whatnot. If you sell shoes on Whatnot, do you have to list each item since they are different sizes? I wouldn't think so. I listed shoes off of a policy that I had that said clothing. I'll sell a women's item on a men's category, that I have set up in my shipping policy. It doesn't truly matter in my understanding of it. All that matters is I get the item to the right person and they pay enough on shipping. So I, schedule a men's category for a 4 to 7 ounce item, but I held up a Patagonia tank top yesterday and sold it. You know what I mean? That's all that matters in my knowledge, is that it gets to the person that bought it and they paid enough for shipping, so you don't got to cover it. Peggy says, Marcus, I've been watching your channel about reselling for quite some time, but have never commented before. I just wanted to say thank you for everything you have taught me. Because of you, I started on Whatnot and have done 2 shows. I'm very nervous, but this video has given me the inspiration to keep going forward. I just want to give you a heartfelt thank you. I truly appreciate all you do. Thank you, Peggy. I'm glad to inspire, and I'm glad to, encourage you guys to do this. This is what I'm here for. You don't need a huge eBay following to succeed on Whatnot, guys. There's tons of people that have no YouTube channel whatsoever, and they're killing it on Whatnot. You don't need to do that. All you need to do is have good items that people are looking for. Your personality probably doesn't even have to be all that great, but it does help. But all you got to do is have items and know how to work the platform. Boom. You got a combination for success right there. So just find the best items that you can. Find as many of them as you can, because if you get known for having those types of items, those types of buyers are going to find you. Trust me, they're going to come in your show and they're going to say, you got Lulu, you got Carhartt, you got Dickies. Do you have Harley tees? Do you have this? Do you have that? They're going to ask for what they're looking for. And if you have it, they'll keep coming back. Trust me. My buddy Jared Dolan said, can you do a video of you doing some Whatnot sales so that we can see the whole process? I can't do a video of the whole process because I'd literally have to avert my attention to 2 different things while doing the stream. Maybe at some point I could have someone film me while I do Whatnot, but as of right now, I don't have the opportunity to do that. So I'll figure it out in the future how I can film the process so you guys can see what I'm doing, but it won't be immediately. So give me like a week or 2 to figure it out, Jared, and I'll get that put on camera for you guys. I heard some sellers say that Whatnot keeps getting more saturated and the prices keep dropping. So just be careful to make sure that sales aren't trending downward aggressively. Hopefully it has leveled out, as I guess sellers can't get clothing much cheaper than Goodwill and Ben's have them to be decent. I don't know exactly what he was trying to say towards the end there, but I think the gist of it is that buyers can come to Whatnot and get items much more cheaper than they can at the Goodwill. But in order to be able to do that, you got to get them at the Ben's price or something. Either way it goes, if you can pass off a good deal to the buyers, you guys, sellers, they can come source on Whatnot. They don't have to leave their house. They don't have to go and rely on the unreliability of the thrift store to have the items that they're looking for. Therefore, a lot of people have started sourcing on Whatnot and doing the arbitrage between Whatnot to eBay and been able to do all their sourcing behind the comfort of their own home. That's great. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you guys find great items that you don't have to ever leave your house for, and you can get them all mailed to you. These options wouldn't have been as available in the previous years as they are now. Now, while there's been always some place to buy like bulk inventory from, it's not always been the greatest quality. It's not always been the brands that you want. You can get Target pallets by the truckload, but is that what you really want to base your selling business off of? So now you can buy on Whatnot from the comfort of your home, get Carhartt brought to your door, Dickies brought to your door. Maybe you live in California where that's just not a thing. I live in Missouri where there's farm stores galore on every corner. I can go buy Carhartt by the thousands if I wanted to, right? Not everybody has that option. So it's just, a different day and age, and Whatnot has changed the game for a lot of people, even people that don't sell on Whatnot. When you get the labels email, does it automatically change to 4x6? So when you first start doing Whatnot, in your settings, you have to change the label size to 4x6, or else it won't come out that way. Are you able to run reports like on eBay? I'm curious to see how your sales picked up over time, i.e. your first show to your latest one. Something like the eBay daily sales graph. So they do have a graph. It's not like as intricate or as detailed as eBay's Seller Hub is, but it definitely has a graph, and it does show you the trends of how your graph has climbed over the time that you've been on the platform. It's pretty interesting. I'll go over it sometime with you guys soon, but that is going to do it for this one. I got to get these orders packed, and then I got to go meet up to do a bulk buyout of all Polo Ralph Lauren, and some other types of like dress pants, khakis, and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap these packages up. That's going to do it for this one. Sign up for the link, guys. Hit that calendar link down below. Book a call with me. If you guys want to start selling me clothing, I will buy it from you, and we can work together. So that's going to do it for this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, let's make this cash, guys. Peace.